Hello, fellow Nigerians. It's me once again. I just want to ask you a question. Do you remember when you wanted to do something that a lot of people around you thought, oh, you couldn't achieve it? And some did tell you that you would not be able to achieve it. What did you do? If you're one of those who listened to them and you never went for your dreams, definitely the answer will be you didn't achieve it, right? If you're one of those who didn't listen to what people said to you, but you went after your dream, you have two things. Either you achieved it or you didn't achieve it, but along the way, you gained some knowledge, right? That's what life is all about. But most times, when you go on to do the things that people said you couldn't achieve, usually you do achieve them. It's the same thing, whether in personal development or nation building, it's all the same principle. If you listen to people who tell you that you cannot achieve something and you actually don't do anything, the answer is always 100% you're not going to achieve it. But if you don't listen to people and you actually go ahead, the answer is always you either achieve it or you gain knowledge that you can use to achieve other things, sometimes even bigger things, right? So that's the same thing. For those people who are saying to you that it's not possible for Peter Obi to become president, you don't listen to them. You go on to work towards your dream. You see, the thing that many of us don't realize is that there is a relationship between who govern us and also our lives. You can work hard. I see a lot of people who say, oh, okay, I'm not interested in politics. Let me just work on my life. Hey, politics is life. Politics will affect your life. Politics will come after you. Just take for example, if for example you had 7 million in your account maybe a few years ago, that would have given you like $20,000, right? But right now you can only get $10,000 with it. Woof. That's a huge something. That's government affecting your life. What if to say you are someone who travels on the road and you travel to places and you have your job involves traveling or your business? Now, can you travel as much as you used to before, or is it as cheap as it used to before? No, it isn't. Why? Insecurity. That's governance affecting your life. Have you ever thought of all those women and men that used to be on the roads? I love traveling and just stopping by and buying things from them. You know, most of us do. You know, you just carry your boot, and when you get home, you have a boot full of different items, from yam, beans, tomatoes, mango, oranges, fruits, whatever it is. You just see something, oh, you just stop, and the kuli, the donkua, all of those things that you buy on the road. Have you ever thought about those women and those men? What are they doing right now? Because most times people don't travel on the roads anymore. And even when people are traveling on the roads, they are so much in a hurry to be able to get over the journey that they are not sitting back and buying things the way they used to. That's governance affecting your life. So that's politics affecting your life. And how do you get people into government that are going to be the ones to lead? It's through politics. So when some of us say that politics is nothing that does not affect us, you don't get it. It affects every part of our life. One government policy can render somebody poor. All the money you have, it's gone. There are people who suddenly find themselves sick. We don't pray for sickness, but they do happen. And when people find themselves sick, they have diseases that they have to spend millions of naira. Sometimes they have to go abroad. You find out that the whole wealth that somebody thought that they had gathered, everything goes. That's how governance affect your life. That's how politics affect your life. That's how what is being done in government affect your life. Look at what is happening today with the kidnappings that have been going on and all of that. Imagine having to pay 100 million naira. Wow. 100 million naira as ransom. You know what it has? You're left to sell. Some people have it in their account. Not everybody does. I don't have such money in my account. I'm sure a lot of people who are watching don't have such money in their account. You have to now start selling your properties, and when you're selling your property, something that is worth 500 million, you might end up even selling it 50 million just because you want to quickly raise money. That's how governance affects your life. So all our lives we are being affected by governance. Even the woman who is selling ugu in the market, who has worked so hard to send her children to school, and her children have come out, they have some of them have first class, and they don't have jobs, and they are being told that, oh, go and meet one senator, where will you see a senator? Where do you know a senator? That's how governance affects your life. And if there was level playing field, if there was good governance, accountability and transparency, if the economy was booming, if when the economy is contracting, jobs are lost, businesses close up, and so who is going to employ your own person? If there was expansion in the economy, businesses were booming, things were working, that child will not need to know anybody before getting a job. And that's why we are always saying we want a Nigeria where the child of nobody can become somebody without knowing anybody, and that's the way it should be. So that's how governance affects all our lives. So back to what I was saying earlier on. Don't listen to people that tell you that you cannot achieve it. Yes, we can. And we're going to work hard and work smart and ensure we do everything legally possible to make Peter Obi the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And when he gets there, we hold him accountable. It's as simple as ABCD. There are two sides of governance, the supply side and the demand side. Those voted into office, what are they supposed to do? They supply good governance. And those who vote them into office, what are they supposed to do? They demand for good governance. When you do not demand for good governance, guess what they do? They supply what is easiest for them to do, which is bad governance. And enough for that. And no matter how much we grow, if our nation is not growing, it's only a matter of time before we come down. In the last 7 years, we've lost 50 to 70% of our wealth. Every one of us, the value. Look at it. If you had, let's even simply say something like, if you had in 2011, if you had 1.7 million, you had $10,000. Yeah. 11 years later, you need 7 million to get $10,000. That's how much we've lost, every one of us. So do the calculation. So every one of us is losing. So it is now time for business unusual. This is not the time to just stay and wait and say, oh, politics does not affect us. Guy, babe, politics affect all of us. So let us put our leg in and ensure that we are voting people with competence, character, capacity into office across all board. I'm going to do a video on letting us know the importance of voting those people into the legislative arm of government, because that is the bedrock of democracy. I think that should be my next video. That will be tomorrow. What I'm going to do, for me, this is also part of my contribution to the campaign, is to keep talking to people, keep encouraging people. Don't let anybody dampen your spirit. Remember, yesterday died last night. Today is a brand new day, and today is for you to start all over again. Whatever campaign you've done before, forget about it. It's a new day. And Jim Rohn also said something. If what you did yesterday is still looking big to you, that means you're not doing enough. So get up and start working. We have work to get a great Nigeria. The moment you get a great Nigeria, so our own greatness will also be increased. Thank you for listening. Bye.